Hey y'all, and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I add 3D elements to my epoxy free tumblers. So to add some 3D elements, you'll want to have a complete tumbler. That means no more sanding, your rims and edges are all taken care of, no bumps, your cup is ready to go. So to start, I started with this bucket of air dry clay. I grabbed a small piece and made a little circle. I just played around with this until I got exactly what I was looking for. My goal here was to make a turquoise cabochon. I did take it off and put it back a few times, you guys can see, but you just play until you find out what you like and what looks good for you. So once my piece was ready and I liked the way it looked, I'm ready to adhere it. I use liquid fusion to adhere your clay piece. This works pretty well. This is a really strong adhesive. I use this on my rhinestones. I use this for a lot of stuff. So this stuff is really strong. We want to carefully remove your clay piece and then add your liquid fusion, and then you can put your clay piece right back on top of it. So once you have your clay piece where you want it, you'll go all the way around pressing down your edges, making sure you have a nice seal. The goal here is just to make sure that your cabochon looks like it's a part of your tumbler instead of kind of sticking up. You want that kind of to look seamless, especially when we go to add our rhinestones at the end. Now that we have the look we're going for, we can smooth out all those little cracks by just wetting a paintbrush and running it over the clay. It'll just smooth out all your little lumps and bumps and cracks that you don't want seen. For me, I didn't want a perfect smooth piece. I did like the imperfections a little bit, but it just depends on what you're actually adding to your tumbler and the look you're going for. But you can smooth this all the way out and not have any bumps, but I did like the unevenness because it made it look more like a natural stone. Now, once you're done smoothing out your piece of clay, you can clean up the edges, make sure there's no clay left over on the edge of your tumbler, and now you're ready just to let it air dry. The bucket calls for 2 to 3 days. This was the hardest part. I just let mine set for probably 4 or 5 days. I wanted to give it a few extra days since it is kind of a thick piece of clay before I moved on to my next step. Now that my clay piece is dry, we're ready to add in some alcohol inks on top of our cabochon. So for my piece, I did a combination of these 3 colors and used a little bit of alcohol to dilute my colors. And I just played around until I liked the final result. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You just, whatever your preference is. I really love playing with alcohol inks because they're very forgiving and easy to work with. So to get that natural stone look that we're going for this turquoise cabochon, I used a few different colors, and I also added my inks in layers. So I went in, covered my cabochon, however, in whatever order, and then went back in once it was dry and just did that all again, did my process again. And what it does is just add dimension so that your piece doesn't look flat and painted. You want it to look like there's dimension or like it's a natural stone. So now that our cabochon is completely painted, I let that air dry, and then I went right in with some Rust-Oleum 2x clear spray paint. I coated that and then allowed it to dry and the proper gas off time. Then I went in with my layers of Hyperion. I went in with, I believe, 4 layers. I went in with 3 layers, sanded, and then a 4th layer until I felt like my cup was completely smooth, my cabochon was smooth, and then I was ready to add my rhinestones. This will be the final step. We won't add any Hyperion after this. So you want to make sure that you're ready to go once you're ready to add your bling. I used liquid fusion to adhere my stones, and I used 2 different size rhinestones for this. My clear ones, my crystal ones, are from Diamond Fire Rhinestones. They are an SS20, and the hematite ones, I believe, are probably an SS10 or 12. They are smaller. I've had them for a while, so I'm not really even sure what size they are. I think I got them from Amazon, but I just alternated. I thought that was kind of a cute touch. And I went all the way around my cabochon, and yeah, that's the final step. I had a lot of fun making this tumbler. I'm so glad that I was finally able to put together a tutorial for you guys and show you how I add my 3D elements to my epoxy-free tumblers. And remember, I will always have all of my supplies linked and listed down in the description box below, along with any discount codes for you guys as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed making it. And let me know if you recreate it. Tag me on social media. I would love to see what you guys create. And I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Thanks for watching.